How do you describe it? Look at how the poets describe it. He's called Vatapatrashain, someone who sleeps on a banyan leaf comfortably, gurgling like a child. And this banyan leaf is cradled by the oceans of a stormy, in a stormy ocean, by the waves of a stormy ocean. So imagine yourself in a Titanic moment. The ship is sinking and the waves are in every direction. You are scared, but there is Vishnu floating on a leaf, gurgling happily like a child. That's the ultimate of feeling secure. He has nothing. He's a baby on a Vatapatra, which is floating, which is said the waters of Pralaya, where everything is destroyed. And yet he is happy and secure. The very opposite of what Indra is. Insecure Indra and secure Vishnu. Where does this difference come from? You see, Lakshmi always runs towards Vishnu. She always runs towards him. Hence, Vishnu's names are Lakshmi Kanta, Lakshmi Vallabha. One of Lakshmi's name is Shri. So you have names like Srinivasa, Shri Kanta, Shri Vatsa. Someone who is desirable to the goddess of wealth and fortune. He is a fortune magnet. She loves him so much that she literally clings to his feet. She clings to his feet. She doesn't want to let go of him. Very different from the relationship with Indra. Not only that, she multiplies herself so she can have more of him. So you have Shri Devi and Bhudevi on either side, just multiplying. She cannot have enough of him. She wants more and more. She's just running in his direction hysterically. What is it here? Why is the storyteller? Now this story is consistent by the most conservative estimates 2000 years. Indra insecure, Vishnu secure. Indra is chasing Lakshmi. Lakshmi is chasing Vishnu. Consistent storytelling. Is there a message here? Is it a puzzle that we are supposed to solve? Is there wisdom that is hidden? Is it the language of the forefathers which has been communicated through this wonderful narrative? An idea that can be explained even to children? And you wonder. And that's what I have done. I've tried to wonder about it. You see, look at the Vishnu temples in India. The richest temples in India are the Vishnu temples. In the south, it is Tirupati Venkateshwara Balaji. In the north, it is Srinathji. The richest temples. They do nothing. And yet everybody comes to them and offers them gold. What is it about this? Is there a message? Is there a narrative here? Something is being told. Something which perhaps is not told in MBA schools. Which is not told, because when I look at young people and I read newspapers, I don't talk about people talking how to be a fortune magnet. I'm always being told how to get fortune. In other words, business schools are becoming about methods of how to chase Lakshmi and get her, rather than saying how to get Lakshmi to come to you. That's what is being taught, and we feel good about it. We feel good about our children becoming Indras. What is this difference, I have been asking? And that's when I started digging a little deeper. What is it that we must do to become a Vishnu? How do we attract Lakshmi rather than chase Lakshmi? What should we do? You see, what does Vishnu have that makes him a fortune magnet? Is there a skill there? Is there a knowledge there? Is there an attitude there that we must possess? That's a standard word we talk about, right? Knowledge, skills, attitude. So maybe if we figure this out, we can take it from him and get Lakshmi walking towards us. But then you start reading more and more and more and realize that question is a Wrong question. The question, what does Vishnu have that makes him a magnet, is a wrong question. What is the question we must ask? And you have to look at the Mahabharata for this. This in the Mahabharata, Krishna offers the Pandavas and Kauravas an option. Do you want me or do you want my army? And the Pandavas say, we want you. And the Kauravas say, we want your army. The Pandavas want what Krishna is. The Kauravas want what Krishna has. There is a difference between what Krishna is and what Krishna has, between what I am and what I have. This is a crucial difference that we often forget. You see, when we look at a person, what do we look at? Do we look at them or what they have? When I look at you, intuitively, what do I look at? Do I look at you or do I look at what you have? If you go into the airport and the airline, what does the airline look at? Does it look at you or what you have? If you have a gold card, you are treated differently. If you have a silver card, you are treated differently. If you have a first class ticket, you are treated differently. Are they looking at you or at what you have? You or yours? Why do we admire Dhoni? Because he has success or because of the person he is? It's a question that you wonder. And you ask yourself, what matters more? What we have or who we are? Mine or me? This is a fundamental difference one has to understand. And you understand this, and we understand the difference between Indra and Vishnu. You see, what is Vishnu? Not what Vishnu has. What is Vishnu? And you get a clue in the way his eyes are designed. Any Vishnu temple you go to, you will observe something very peculiar. A lot of attention is given to the eyes. Tirupati Balaji, the eyes are covered. Srinathji, they are boat-shaped. Jagannath Puri, they are round. A lot of attention is given to the eye. And what you are asked to do when you go to the temple is darshan. Look at him. So you look at him and he looks back at you. And you look at him and he looks back at you. And in that looking, you keep wondering, this is consistent again. You've been told again and again, don't do anything. Don't give, take, nothing. Just darshan, see. And you keep wondering, it's such a simple ritual. What's the big deal? And then you start to wonder, is there wisdom in this one simple word called darshan? And you wonder. And when you wonder, you're supposed to be looking at him. And you start thinking. It provokes thought. The answers are not given in a manual. I can't tell you chapter 3, verse 22 of this Puran says so. Because you see, there is this line, the Chinese proverb, which says, don't give a man fish. He will eat for a day. Teach him how to fish. He will live. He will eat for a lifetime. Apologies to vegetarians here. But the Indian proverb would be very different. They will say, don't give a man fish. Don't teach him how to fish. Let him discover his own method of fishing. Because aham brahmasmi. Each one of us is a creator and we want our method of fishing. Because my method is always better than your method. And so the answers are never given, clues are given, and we have to deduce it ourselves. What is Vishnu observing that Indra is not? You see, look at this pattern. You, yours, me, mine. Any conversation between two people has these 4 elements. Any interpersonal relationship has these 4 elements. Me, mine, you, yours. What does Vishnu see? Let's look at what Indra sees and then go to what Vishnu sees. Again, tacky mythological serial. What does Vishnu do all day long? He watches women dance and he drinks at the same time. And we showed this to our children. And we tell our children, you know, this is what heaven is. Men drink and women dance. And we say such great values. And it is a little embarrassing, of course, when my nephew asks, "Wo kya kar raha hai? What is he doing? Why are they wearing such clothes?" And you have no answers. But anyway, someone has built this, and you watch it, and you realize that what Indra is looking at is what he has. I have Kamadhenu. I have Chintamani. I have Kalpataru. I have Akshay Patra, and I'm afraid of losing it. Hence the anxiety. He looks at the Asuras and says, they don't have what I have. The Rishi does not have what I have. The Raja doesn't have what I have. They want what I have. The conversation goes around me, mine and yours, mine and yours. Every story talks consistently. It's about Devasur Sangram, and it is always about, they took away my kingdom, get it back. And every story, it never ends. First scene, throne is shaking. Second scene, he has lost Amravati. Third scene, he's begging for help. Fourth scene, the gods help him. Fifth scene, he has got the kingdom back. Sixth scene, he's drinking and dancing. And it happens again and again and again, and it never ends. And you keep saying, don't you understand? And he is the king of the gods. What is the impact of this? The impact is that neither he changes, nor the person in front of him changes. The world remains the same, and therefore Indra's stories are consistent. They don't change. The gods will keep changing. Once it is Vishnu, once it is Shiva, once it is Devi. They all come to help him. But he behaves exactly in the same way all the time. Nothing has transformed in him or the world around him. Absolutely no change. It's cyclical. Deva Asura Sangram is a cycle going on again and again. Lakshmi comes, Lakshmi goes. Lakshmi comes, Lakshmi goes. Lakshmi comes, he is happy. Lakshmi goes, he cries. And then you look at Vishnu. And what does Vishnu see? He sees you. He doesn't see what you have. He doesn't care what he has. He just sees you. And what is the impact of that? This is Gajendra Moksha. And he is looking at the man who is needy, the elephant who is so powerful and is this wonderful lotus pond, and he's in trouble. And Vishnu is seeing him, his pain, his misery, and saying, I have to solve it. He's not saying, you are so strong, you are in a lotus pond. No, 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 those things don't matter. I'm looking at you. And what is the impact? The moment I look at you, yours will change. What mine will change. I will change. Everything will change. You get what you want, I get, and it just, everything transforms because I have helped you. If I help you, yours will change, mine will, and I will not be the same person because I have engaged with you at an emotional and intellectual level. I have transformed because I have explored aspects of my being that I never have. How does it explain this in business terms? Look at this. Who will you worship? Whose brand equity is higher? If I meet a person who says, I have a lot of Lakshmi, and you don't have that Lakshmi, I don't think I particularly like him. But if I meet a person who is concerned about me, who cares for me, I like that person. His brand equity is high, and therefore we have temples for him. It's just a matter of difference. I have Lakshmi versus I am concerned about you. Let's look what this means in a business space. Case study. Everybody loves case studies. So let's have a case study to see, so that otherwise I'll become a Swamiji. And I have no desire to be Swamiji. I love the corporate space and I would like to remain in the realm of the balance sheet. And if Kishore Biani is hearing, I would like him to hear that too. Case study. There's an organization whose vision is a very noble mission, to make people employable. Very